Oh, hi, it's Opine PanAnning. Welcome you back to Let's Play Aviary Attorney. So we did some investigation of this.
And now it's time for more investigation in Act 2.
Alright, let's
The
go.
two places we want to go are either Les Halles or Le Canard Joyeux.
Let's go to
Again.
let's go to the bar again. Let's get drunk again.
Really, Falcon? I thought you were done with your mopey drinking.
I want to drink some more. I'd like to hear drink Son, or Mo, for that matter. Taverns are a fantastic hub of information. If we wish to get to learn more about this Prince Juan, then this would be the ideal place to start asking questions.
Oh, that's pretty good thinking. Oh, you two are back. Are you feeling any better, Falcon?
Much better. Thank you for asking, Madame Cornell.
That's great to hear, Ron. Would it be the usual?
No. I'm back to investigate. Back to investigative work today, so I've got to keep sharp.
We wanted to know if you've seen a Prince of Spain around here recently. A Prince of Spain? I don't know if you know this, Tom, but this isn't exactly the classiest pub in Paris. I'm lucky to serve the occasional bourgeois. You can forget about seeing a member of royalty.
That's a pity. Maybe I should ask some of your patrons.
Feel free. The old regular Rufus and Pearl are playing cards in the attic, same as always. We get all sorts of colorful characters in the drinking room. I bet if you rattled enough cages, you would find someone who knows whatever is it you want to know.
Thank you, Madame. Let's see. Where to start? Let's go to the drinking room.
Alright. So there I was, in the grassland 10 kilometer downriver, rifle in hand. I had been pursuing a set of footprints for an hour. I was getting closer and closer. I could almost smell the beast. Then I spotted it. It was a boar. A big stupid boar. Completely oblivious to my existence. I readied my gun. I carefully took aim. And then BAM! You shot it? No, it was the most peculiar thing. The boar slumped over dead right before I could take the shot. Sounds like one of them heart attacks. Me damn Jesus went the same way. That's what I thought. But when I went to take a closer look, I noticed the boar was frothing at the mouth. Oh, it was rabbit? Possible, but I don't think so. I remembered something about frothing around the mouth being a symptom of poisoning. Needless to say, I left the dead animal alone. Good call. Who wants to deal with tainted meat?
Let's ask about the boar. Excuse me, Monsieur.
Yes, can I help you?
You say that the beast that you were tracking might have died from poisoning. Could you give us some further details?
Further details? I'm not much of a poison expert, I'm afraid.
Well, what do you think caused it?
I would guess that it ate something bad. I saw some of that poisonous plant around. Wolf's bane, I think they call it.
That's actually a good,
But really, I have no idea. I'm a hunter, not a vet. Excuse me.
Ask about Prince Juan. Excuse me, Monsieur.
What is it?
I don't suppose you've seen a Juan Guerrero around here. He's a Spanish royalty.
Foxy fellow, swacky hat, calls everyone senior. That doesn't sound familiar. Do you recall seeing anyone like that, Piero? Ain't got a clue. Sorry, monsieur. You're barking up the wrong tree.
Oh, you speak for yourself. Well, what can you tell us about the Spanish royal family?
Do we look like walking encyclopedias or something? I'm afraid my compadre has a point. If you want to talk about hunting, then I'm your man. But Spanish royalty? That sounds like a question to be answered at a library, monsieur, not a tavern.
A library? Maybe you're right. Stop your problem bothering you, Monsieur. Let's leave it be. Let's give him some peace. Alright.
You wanna go to the card room?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Come on, pal. Just one more game of Jacques Noir. Absolutely not. My wallet is earning enough as it is. Please, I'll even let you deal this time. The answer's no, Rufus. I'm skint. If you want to play cards, you will have to blast someone else. Fine, I'll ask that big fellow. Excuse me, monsieur. Yes, you, monsieur. Will you care to play some Jacques Noir?
That's, blackjack, right?
Yes, exactly.
Should we?
You could.
Just for the hell of it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
why not?
why the hell not?
What's the worst that could happen?
Absolutely, deal me in, monsieur.
Very well, then. Do you know how to play?
Yeah, I played blackjack before, so I know. Of course, I've been playing for years.
Yeah, right. Don't get cocky, fucking.
You shut your beak.
Very good. I shall be the dealer. We will bet 5 French baguette. Here we go.
This is probably gonna be so bad. Go for 21. 3.
Hit me.
Hit me. 12.
That's risky, but you probably should hit.
Oh, I went.
Fuck.
20. Oh.
Lucky, monsieur. Oh, so fortunate. Shall we have another round?
Deal me in. One more time. Seven.
Stand.
Yeah. His turn. He's gonna have an 18, watch. No, or 19. Oh, well, even better.
Bold in this shit. Oh, lucky, monsieur. Most unfortunate. Shall we have another round?
I'm gonna lose my money, so no. No, I think we're done. Maybe another day, monsieur.
I understand. Feel free to come back anytime.
I don't want to lose my money, so I think we're done here.
Yep. Are you ready to hit the road?
Yep, let's go. Yep, let's make a move. It was worth the shot, but yeah. So we have something new then.
You have 2 places now. You have Léal and Bibliothèque Cachée, which is the library.
Let's go to the library.
You're gonna just put off the Léal for here for a little light reading, are we?
Not quite, Sparrow Son. I'm following the hunting beagle's advice.
Don't eat poison pork.
The other piece of advice, that if we want to learn about a member of royalty, we should hit the library.
Oh, that makes sense. Say, Falcon, I've been meaning to ask since we're in the library and all. Are you a classic literature fan, or do you prefer more modern works?
I'm more of a modern readings for squares again.
Once again, don't choose the third one.
I like the classics. You know. Oh man, I have to read this
Allez,
shit.
René le Sage, Crébillon fils.
That sort of thing.
Don't try to act smart. I saw you reading the book of Naughty Limericks the other day. You didn't think I would notice because you put a dull-looking slipcover over it, but I knew, Falcon. I knew.
Falcon Wizards, thank you, Opie, for that.
Would you excuse my lowering your voice? I can hear you squawking from the other side of the building.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my apologies, Mojo. We'll keep it down.
Wait, you're a librarian, aren't you? An astute observation. Yes, monsieur, as the only quiet person in the library, I'm most assuredly the librarian.
What's gotten into you, Eeyore?
Well, now that we have your attention, my friend wants to ask you something.
I do? Oh yeah, I do. What are you tell us about Donjo? I brought this book from a friend. What can you tell us about it?
Don Quixote of La Mancha, it's a classic. Everybody has read it.
Nobody can.
Yeah, everybody. But for those who haven't. Hmm. I'm not going to sit here and summarize a great work of literature for two imbecile who are too lazy to read.
Not what I would expect too much, yo, but what can you tell us about the physical book itself?
This particular book did not come from my library, that's what you're asking. See? There's no library stamp or card. I assume it was acquired from a bookshop, a French bookshop, if the French translation and publishing information wasn't a giveaway.
I see. Thank you.
Did you have any other question, or can I get back to work?
What can you tell us about the Spanish monarchy? You seem like a scholarly, well-read individual. I'm sure you're up on to date with geopolitical news and the like.
I don't need your praise. Spit out whatever imbecile question is in the back of your throat.
Well, we understand that the Spanish throne is currently under dispute. Can you give us a brief rundown on who the contenders are?
What a trivial question. Even an elementary school child can name the immediate heirs to every throne in
Oh,
Europe.
excuse me. Yeah, but for the sake of those children who slept through that class, can you refresh our memories?
Hmm, very well. Pay attention because I'm not repeating myself. The current reigning monarch of Spain is Queen Regnant Isabella II of the House of Bourbon, daughter of King Ferdinand VII. Upon her death, the crown would likely fall to her husband, King Consort Francis, Duke of Cadiz. Although it is certainly possible that an immediate family member could stake a claim. However, the Queen's position is currently being disputed by the Carlists, headed by the Count of Montemolin. I hope that answers your question.
Did you catch all of that, Sprouson?
Not a word.
Monsieur, we're actually interested in Prince Juan Quito of Spain. I don't think I've heard that name in your explanation.
Prince Juan Querido, is that what you said? Monsieur, I think you've been misinformed. There is no current Prince of Spain, and I'm not even sure Querido is a real name. It is certainly no line in any Spanish monarchy.
How strange.
What does that mean, Falcon?
Well, one thing's for sure, our client is not the Prince of Spain. Maybe he's a delusional lunatic, or perhaps he's involving us in some sort of con. We don't have long before the trial, but it may be in our interest to confront Prince Juan directly and get some answers.
Right. Are you two quite done chit-chatting?
That's all. Don't worry, Monsieur. I think we're done here. Thanks for your time.
Hmm. Then I bid you good day.
Now we can go to that other. Yes, the market.
You have Leal. Oh, okay.
The pair arrive at Las Hattie Market. Vendors and buskers, performers and thieves, bourgeois and peasants are bustled from place to place. Bourgeois, I think that was the name of it. Shit. The Prince Juan said that he met a flower girl here. Sign?
Sing.
Sing? I think.
It's basically the French name for swan.
Oh, Sing. I think he said her name was.
There's a swan with flowers over there. Do you think that's her?
I think so. It's possible that she knows the murderer, or even that she is the murderer herself. So we should probably act with tact and finesse.
Excuse me, mademoiselle flower lady. We would like a word.
Again, you're shouting. Talk, Spottle-san, talk. We've been over this.
Good day, messieurs. Are you interested in purchasing a flower? Yes, I wish I purchased a rose from my lady. I'm afraid that I'm out. I sold my last one a week ago.
Hmm.
Perhaps we would be satisfied with the chrysanthemum instead?
Tis
It's
a
a
beautiful.
beautiful flower from a fair maiden.
Please don't mind Sparrow-san. He fell out of his nest, and as a baby, he has said dumb things ever since.
Hey,
Let me introduce myself. I'm J.J. Falcon, defense attorney. Are you Mademoiselle Son?
that's right. Catherine Marie Singh.
Oh,
I
Son.
suppose you're here to ask about the royal assassination attempt?
I said song, you say sing. You say sing, and I say song. Sing a song, sing a song. How did you know?
I'm no fool, monsieur. I know that the rose I sold was used as the murder weapon. To be honest, I'm surprised it's taken so long for someone to directly question me.
The Patterson police seem to have a habit of missing obvious leads. So, do you mind if we ask you a couple questions?
Business is slow. Please ask away.
Well, first off, who bought your last one? Actually, no. Where did you get your flowers from? Where do you acquire your flowers from, man, if may I ask?
Normally, I gather them from the wild. Last week, I found these chrysanthemums on the city limits. And that's the same place I discovered this monk should. But since it's still winter, I have to buy a lot of my flowers from a merchant who travels to Italy and the Netherlands. That's how I acquired the rose.
What can you tell about this particular merchant?
Not a lot, monsieur. He's just an old man who passes through Paris a few times a year, selling his goods and wares.
I see.
No chance of him being a super secret assassin? No, monsieur. Did you want to ask something else?
Who bought your last rose? Mademoiselle, you mentioned that you sold your last rose a week ago. Who did you sell it to?
The person who bought the rose, I didn't catch his name, but he was a charming red fox.
Sounds like
our Juan.
Yup.
I met him around a week ago on the 6th. We talked for a little while about the usual things, like how everyone else seems to be in debt these days. Then he bought a rose and left. I hear that the fox is on trial, but to be honest, monsieur, I don't think he's guilty.
Oh, why is that?
Well, actually, never mind. It's just a gut feeling.
He asked you out, didn't you? Let's ease off. We don't want to pressure her, though. I understand, Mademoiselle. If you remember anything specific, please don't hesitate to get in contact with us.
Did you want anything else?
No, that's all. That's all. Thank you for your time, Mademoiselle.
Hold on, monsieur. Before you leave, are you sure that you don't want to buy some flowers? I'll even cut you a deal. Only 10 francs for this assortment of chrysanthemums and mookshoes.
10 francs for flowers? That's a little steep.
Steep? Monsieur, I challenge you to find cheaper flowers in January.
Alright, I'll take a bunch. If it makes you happy. Alright, I'll take some. I can brighten up my office.
Thank you very much, monsieur. Here you go.
Chrysanthemum has been added to your evidence folder. Longsword has been added to your evidence folder.
I don't claim to be a flower expert or anything, but chrysanthemum and mookshood are a weird choice. I suppose it is a bit strange, isn't it? The other flower sellers stick to popular doll flowers like tulips and roses. But I like these particular flowers because they are rebellious.
I'm sorry, the flowers are rebellious?
They stuck it out and managed to bloom in the middle of January. The flowers fought nature. They overcame insurmountable odds. It's quite an amazing thing to see.
I think I get it.
You don't need to humor me. I'm rambling, aren't I?
I don't know. This has been a pleasant discussion. Have a good day, mademoiselle.
And you, messieurs.
Huh. Well, damn.
You have a special message.
Occasionally, special cinematic scenes marked by an exclamation mark will pop up on the back screen. These cinematic scenes are only available for one day before disappearing, but they take no time to visit. Their viewing is entirely optional.
But you should totally do it. It's on the lower right there.
Well, question mark, question mark, question mark. Hello? A storm is
A
brewing.
storm is brewing, my brother. Word of the royal assassination attempt has spread. The proletariat grows confident. The bourgeoisie are cowering. It won't be long before we have rioting. And then, a revolution. Foreshadowing.
Oh shit. No one expects the Spanish Revolution.
Except it's in France, so it's not Spanish.
I know.
Anyways, you should probably confront quote-unquote Prince Yuan
Oh yeah, that's right.
to go back to the prison.
Right. You're
La
right.
conciergerie.
You again? Visiting hours are over. Come back later.
I have no time for your quibbling, monsieur. Stand aside.
You want to talk to that?
Most certainly can. We have reason to believe that you are housing a suspect under false pretenses. This is a direct violation of statutes 204B and 488C of the French Criminal Code of Justice. Failure to comply with our request may result in you, yes you, monsieur, being held directly responsible for any consequential legal action.
Alright. I need to break out the legalese on me. I'll go open this out. Wow, Falcon, how did you memorize those criminal codes?
Memorize? Oh, come on, Sparrow son. Learn how to bluff. Oh, hi. Oh, Senor Falcon, it's so good to see you. You have some good news about my case, I hope. Well, confront politely or angrily? I don't know.
You should be polite.
Should I?
Yeah.
Listen, one. In order to maximize our chances of a successful trial, I need to know every bit of information. I can't work with half-truths, and if you tell me one thing, then the prosecution's evidence will tell me another, then we're both in trouble. I'm afraid I don't quite follow, senor. Do you want me to spell it out? I know that you're not the Prince of Spain. I know that your name is not Juan Guerrero. What is this coming from? I assure you, senor, that I am who I claim to be. If you want your trial to be a farce, then you don't need my help. Come on, Sparrow son, we're leaving. Wait. Calm yourself, Monsieur Falcon. I will review it all.
Did you just say, monsieur? What happened to your Spanish accent?
Your suspicions are well placed. Juan Guerrero is not my real name. And I'm not a Spanish prince. That was just a persona I concocted for the purpose of getting arrested. Well then. So, what the hell do you want to get? Why this? So what is your real name? What's in a name? It's just an empty label, a every reflection of who we really are. Today I'm one kid.
What is a man?
A miserable pile of secrets. But enough talk. Have at you. Today I am Juan Guerrero of the Prince of Spain. Tomorrow I may be Bruno Raya, a pauper living under a bridge at the Seine. But that doesn't change who I am or what I do. That doesn't really answer my question. No, I suppose it didn't. But you're a smart bird, Monsieur Falcon. I suspect that you already know my real name. Did you? I would presume this. You're Renard Volp's private investigator. Very astute, and You're Mr. Falcon, private defense attorney. I saw a fox on that card, so I was assuming that would
You figured right.
But that wasn't always your name, was it, Monsieur Falcon? Just like me, you know how to adopt a new persona on a whim.
Change your name, Falcon? I didn't know that.
This isn't about me. Juan, Renard, Monsieur, we're trying to uncover the truth here. Of course, so what truth is it you're attempting to uncover, Monsieur Falcon? Well, for one thing, why would you want to get arrested? You're putting me in a difficult position, Monsieur. If I tell you the full story, I will be putting someone else in danger. How about this? I'll tell you a story.
I like stories.
There was a girl, a mademoiselle, who was in a great deal of debt. Everyone has a debt these days, Monsieur. Oh, everyone has the... Yeah. Indeed. But this particular mademoiselle was indebted to a very powerful man, and that man wished to collect. The mademoiselle had no means of paying, so the man offered her a deal. Marry this man, and I will never forget to what you owed. Refused, and I will reap.
You will forget what ye own.
I will forget what you are owed. Refuse, and I will reap what I am owed for your parents. With no alternative option, the mademoiselle accepts. But another man, a gallant knight with foolish, archaic notions of chivalry, heard the mademoiselle's story. The knight knew that murder was inevitable, but he saw a way to take the fall in mademoiselle's place. Do you understand what I'm saying, Monsieur? I guess.
Now I do understand because I know what happens, but do you?
Honestly, no. So I should just say the bottom one.
Well, what does the guide say? Pretty sure.
This guy stinks. That's what they say.
Personally, I do understand what he's talking about.
So I'll just say I understand. I understand, Monsieur. To be honest, it wasn't the subtlest of allegories. Storytelling was my strong suit.
Never was.
Never was my strong suit, but I'm glad you're seeing things from my perspective. Hopefully that sheds some light on the situation. If I may ask, Monsieur, why didn't you not just go to the police with the information that you had? The police are not always an option. What is a man to do when the justice system itself is the problem? I'll let you know when I figure it out, Monsieur. It's well on it. Perhaps we should talk about something else in the meantime. No, that's all. I don't have any more questions for you, Juan. I think we've learned all we can for now.
Really? I don't feel that we learned very much.
Oh, Monsieur Falcon, before I forget, can you find Mousy and ask him whether the birds have successfully flown south for the winter? Whether the birds have flown south? What is that? Some sort of code? Something like that. But rest assured, Monsieur, that this does directly pertain to the case. Well, if we have time, I'll make sure to let Mousy know. Let's make a move, Sparrow Son. Terral Day is approaching.
Right.
Well... So there's...
Well, we have our new destination. We
RNM?
have to go to the office.
The office. Oh, this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this office.
That office. Not our office. That office.
Ooh, customers!
Hello? Is this the office of Renard Volps?
Ah! It's you too!
Mousy, what are you doing here?
Oh, this is where I work. See? R&M, Renard and Mousy.
Oh,
Monsieur Renard Volps and I carry out all sorts of investigations together.
well damn.
Although, to be completely honest, it's normally Monsieur Volps who chooses which case to take on.
Mousy, we have a message for you. It's from Prince Juan himself.
He wants to know if the birds have flown south from their winter, whatever that means.
Ooh! Yes, the birds have migrated successfully. But if Prince Yuan told you that, then that must mean he trusts you. He must want you to take these. Go on, take them, take them.
These are... You taken stubs? It looks like two people took the railway trip to Vienna. What exactly is the point? What exactly is the point, this... Mousy.
Prince Yuan said they would help with the trial. See the names, see the names.
Katia... Son Nicholson. I recognize the surname, but I don't know who these people are.
Neither do I, really. Monsieur, I mean, Prince Yuan just told me to book train tickets for these people, and then to make sure they caught the train. And so, that's what I did.
Strange. I'm not sure exactly how these stubs are supposed to help with the trial, but I'll keep hold of them, just in case. Stick stubs have been added to your evidence folder. Let's go, Sparrow Son. I'm done playing Korea.
Good go.
Well, damn. Today is a new day.
And this would be a good time to call it for now, because we're approaching the trial.
Oh yeah, we're going there now, actually.
Yep.
Alright,
We're
so...
going to the Palais de Justice next time.
Later, guys.